Hey, Doctor.
Hello, Peter. I'll be just a minute.
Wow. Look at all this new stuff.
Now, I could go and look at all the new stuff. Or... Nope, I can't actually check if there are any circuits to do. But I can check if there are these things, the spectrographs. Which there are. Nothing like pushing back the story even farther.
Messing around with superconductors.
Okay. So this one I think I'll use there. And then there. Okay. So now the one on the far right I need to have I'm guessing it's going to be that one, and then that one. And then the one on the far left, I only need 2 of these, so... that is literally these 2. Fantastic. Oh, leads are
cool.
conate
Oxide
titanate.
ceramic. Perfect Type 2 superconductor. It'll run hot, but maybe good for an outboard controller?
What he said. Unknown substance found.
Some kind of polymer.
So for the one on the right, I'll grab that one. That. And that. Now for this, I will need 2 of them. Nope. And then this one uses 3. There are only 3 left. If this does not work, I am excellent. Got some polymethyl methacrylate.
A self-healing polymer. This stuff will survive almost anything.
Yeah. So if you make something with a self-healing polymer, it'll essentially be a suit that will repair itself.
Wonder if I could 3D print a web shooter. Can't believe I've never tried that.
Also, considering the fact that I don't think there's been so many generations of Spider-Man that didn't exist at the time of 3D printers. That makes sense.
Lots of late nights in this lab. Glad Doc keeps the snacks stocked up. We should get more of those little cheese squares, though.
This song feels like it belongs more towards the Fallout series. Let's see, he's got nothing to say yet.
We really need to get better about organizing our workspace. Our first volunteer subject, Lance Corporal Texidor. Lost his arm overseas and now just wants to hug his daughter again.
His last name is Texidor?
Really glad Doc let me store things here after the whole eviction thing.
Oh, Peter. I noticed you keep track of Spider-Man's foes. Smart. Easier to craft countermeasures that way.
Ah, yes,
Gonna miss
because
Leslie
he
when
just
he
helps, he helps Spider-Man. He's not Spider-Man himself. And then a pizza just left there, uncovered. What kind of science can be done in this kind of lab?
Where did you get all this equipment?
Called in every last favor. Took out a few loans. It's like we're starting over once again. But this time's going to be different.
What is going to make this time different?
You've been busy.
Just getting started. You know, until now, we've been looking at prosthetics from the wrong perspective. Why restore people to what they were when we can make them better? Okay, I think that should do it. You ready?
Always ready. Nice and fluid.
Everything okay?
Damn it! This is all your fault, Norman, you son of a...
Yeah, he's losing it.
Well, I know who you're not voting for in the next election. Sorry. I have a habit of making bad jokes in tense situations.
Which explains why Peter talks all the time as
This is a good
Spider-Man.
joke, Parker. Just a bit of an overreaction on my part.
No, don't worry. Why don't you take a break? I'll clean this up and get us ready for another test. So, hope you don't mind me asking, but it seems you and Norman have a bit of a history.
We were lab partners in college. Became friends. Decided to start a business. We both had visions of changing the world, just in different ways.
Delusions of grandeur.
You were at Oscorp when it started?
I'm half the reason it's called Oscorp. In grad school, everyone called us the O's. Add Corp to that, and, well, it is a catchy name.
Why'd you leave?
Norman became more and more obsessed with genetics. He started a project I considered unethical. And there was this...
The clinical trials.
Anyway, lawyers got involved. I chose to leave in exchange for a settlement. But that money didn't last very long. I've relied on grants ever since. If this project doesn't work...
Don't worry. It'll work. Let me just fix this up.
I'll brew some fresh coffee. Be sure to run a diagnostic on the control unit. Could be a short.
Consider it done. Okay, so...
No good. Gotta reroute this circuit.
And I need to hit a voltage of 5. I've got a +3, a +5, and a +4. But it is going to hit a... Now, how is that supposed to work? Unless I put this one there. Nope, that's not going to work either. Interesting. Okay, so I got 6 going in there. And I don't have a +1. And right now I've got a +3 and a +3. So if I change... but I can't change any of those. Okay, that was what was missing, was I had to take apart the rest of the circuit in order to build this. Let's try the -4, and then if I hook up the +5 and the +4, that gives me 5.
Oh, why don't you do the honors this time?
I can't help but notice the controller that he's holding feels like it's like a 1-to-1 to a dual analog controller. Which I would expect it would allow the player to figure it out, but I guess it's
That's a lot of work for you to do by yourself. Sure you can handle it?
I guess it's just the
Apparently not,
cinematics
judging by today's
controller.
debacle.
Because I still haven't found another job.
My funds are still...
I know. It's okay. Don't worry, I'll figure it out. What's a few bucks when you're trying to change the world, right?
to changing the world.
Okay, Pete needs to start robbing the criminals he beats up. At least for a few bucks.
Doctor, I need to go, but I'll be back later.
Don't worry, the work will still be here when you get back.
Can I talk to him?
Neural interface would be a big step, Doc.
Big, yes, but essential. If our prosthesis is anything less than effortless to use, we'll have failed. We'll get there, Peter. We have to.
And it's the neural interface that causes everything to screw up.
Advanced idea mechanics. Doc, are you sure it's a good idea to accept grants from AIM? Their rep is pretty shady.
Beggars can't be choosers, Peter. Once we're on our feet, we'll reevaluate our funding partners.
We got money from AOL Instant Messenger. Also, where are the regular circuits? Okay. Because there are probably some circuits for me to do, too. There are no circuits for me to do. Okay.
What's that?
Okay, he says, what's that?
Man,
Oh.
I remember the first day I interviewed here. Showed up with stains on my shirt, 10 minutes late from stopping a mugging. Still can't believe Doc hired me. Hope he doesn't regret it now. Interesting method of structural reinforcement.
And now his office is open for me to explore.
In some sad, sick way, the City Hall attack may have done some good. Norman's approval ratings are sinking. The people are starting to realize their beloved mayor only cares about himself. Sometimes it takes a tragedy to wake people up to the truth, to finally see the monster they themselves elected.
Wish Doc wouldn't fixate on Norman like this.
It also kind of goes to show the kind of people who would ally themselves with Martin Lee, believing that Norman's actions during said violence would prove the violence necessary. But it does not appear there's anything else for me to do here, so I shall head back outside and take on the role of Spider-Man. Oh, by the way, so far, the first of the DLC packages for Spider-Man has already released in the time that I've been playing this game. So, I suppose there's that to look forward to eventually. Just not now, because I still haven't actually finished the game yet.
Sorry I missed your call. We still on for dinner?
Dinner? Oh, yeah. I was calling you about something else, but yeah, we should talk over dinner.
Offer still stands for me to come over and cook.
Don't take that offer.
I like to take risks. I'm still out, but I'll grab some stuff at the store and let you know when I'm home.
Okay, talk soon.
Oh yeah, because he probably doesn't have money to afford food.
Low expectations. It'll be hard to screw this one up. Guess I'll just freelance for a while until she calls.
Unfortunately, I've already done everything I can. There are still things to do in the city, but they're still locked off. So... in reality, it's basically just swing around for a little bit. Spook, like, this is... I kind of like swinging as close to ground level as possible. Because, one, it's a little bit more challenging, since you have to get the timing done right. Otherwise, you land in the street. Or you end up going up too high. And then, also, you spook everybody you're flying by, which is great. Every so often, somebody's like, help! Check, check, check.
Tell you, Triple J, I used to think you were exaggerating the danger to the city, but after the City Hall bombing, I gotta admit, you were right.
A lot of people have been telling me that, congratulating me, but I don't want to. I would have loved to have been wrong. Better yet, for those in a position of power who have listened to me and done something. They didn't, and I'm not sure they'll listen now. Unless concerned citizens like you and I make ourselves impossible to ignore. Stand up! Take your city back! That's the only way we can ever be sure that justice will be done. That, and listening to me every day!
Although, here's the thing. With Jonah Jameson, it's kind of like the whole boy who cried wolf mentality. If you keep crying wolf at everything, eventually you will be right about one thing. I see the checkpoints don't care about Spider-Man's presence. This is also cool. So I don't think I just realized I was planning to talk about the whole traveling method that Spider-Man employs, because the typical method of traveling around an open city, as described by early open-world games, like Grand Theft Auto, like Saints Row 1, or 2, or 3, is you hop into a vehicle and you drive there. Like Mafia 1 and 2, you have to get into a car and drive to the next location. The Mafia 2 is the one that suffers the most from it, because there's nothing really to do in between locations. There's no side missions, so it's really just it makes the driving very boring, whereas like games like Grand Theft Auto 5, you'll very often have really long distances to cover.
Can't wait to see what you come up with.
Swinging over now. Prepare to be amazed.
Spider cook, cooks whatever us. Okay. Whereas, like, this game replaces driving sequences with the web slinging. In a similar manner that Saints Row 4 replaces driving mechanics with superpowers. Now, in Saints Row 4, you could still drive if you want, but why would you when you have superpowers? Whereas in this game, it's a general requirement to be swinging everywhere, which makes a little bit more active experience in regards to the actual swinging process, even if nothing is actually going on. In a similar way to having superpowers in Saints Row 4, makes the experience more active because you're like racing through the city. There's also the cluster collecting, which gets a bit extreme, but that's another story. At the same time, though, like, there's a little bit more of like a skill to the swinging. It's easy, but you still have to kind of figure out how to maintain speed, how to maintain height, which a lot of playing the game becomes practice for when you're doing the big chase scenes. But for now, let's see how well Peter Parker can make a meal out of Spam. I'm assuming that's what MJ bought, is just tins of Spam. He's just gonna toss it all into a pot.
Peter! You are not gonna believe what happened. So you know that address you gave me? I went there.
MJ.
I know, but wait.
What is this?
Just listen.
Ooh, do I get to play this section? As MJ? The loading screen intensifies the tension.
This is the address Pete found. Men are all carrying firearms. What is this place?
Okay, so stealth MJ.
That office.
This is a sneaking
Something
mission.
inside that connects this to Lee. Need to get back there.
Huh? What was that? What dumbass can't put their shit away? Bet it was happy.
Martin Lee's really paying the boss?
Yeah, we build this war beast for Lee. He finances the boss's new.
Need to get into that office.
Well, you better clean your slag off that sloppy well.
Yeah. I guess this is pretty simplified stealth, but considering it's a diversion from the main game, like, it would be a pain in the ass if it was, like, really hard.
I hear something.
Easy does it.
Oh, I could probably knock over all of these
What kind of vehicle
boxes.
needs tires this big?
Where is it? I swear I left it over here.
Okay, so there's an engine I can turn on over there.
Yo, has anyone seen the 316 socket driver?
Hey, when do we get a new recip saw?
Oh, convenient of them to just leave their broken glass right there.
Hey, anyone pick up more beer after our last run?
What is this? Some kind of military hardware? There's the office. A lot of men in the way, though.
And if there's anything MJ doesn't like, it's men. Broken glass. Men. Okay. So there's...
Those barrels seem important. Alchemax. Why is that so familiar? What's in these?
It's a good thing nobody's listening to her talk. Does she get a gun? Does she get a cover-based shooter sequence? Probably not. Because that would be silly in this type of game.
Won't notice? Cause it won't be there.
God damn it! I said I'll fix it!
You got some stones, Rick. Let's see if they break.
Alas, the problem with living in a world with superheroes. Like, you think you got the upper hand. But then, they get to be impervious by bullets. And I have no idea who Tombstone is as a Spider-Man character. Yeah, I'm applying to be the new welder. What happened to your previous welder? Oh, I might have smashed his face in with my boot. And sneak, sneak, sneak. Truly the sneakiest.
Made it.
Nothing.
Blueprints. An APC. This is what they're building for Lee. But why does he need an armored vehicle?
Who doesn't need an armored vehicle? And now for the horrible truth.
GPS trackers. What is Tombstone using these for?
All right, boys. Time to move. Get the gear from my office.
Time to go.
Okay, I want to say don't ever do that again, but since I know you're going to anyway, here. Take a few of those next time.
Nice. Thanks.
Tombstone is crazy and pretty much invincible, right?
Everybody has their weakness. Mine is whatever you're cooking right now. It smells amazing.
The chicken curry. Just needs some time to simmer.
No dumplings, I hope.
Her weakness is
You're never
Peter.
gonna let me live that one down, are you?
Nope.
The great dumpling catastrophe.
She's got
Still
a
can't believe
Spider-Man
they're gonna do the
plushie.
entire building.
I know, and in January, too. Your neighbors hated me.
Yeah, they were pretty happy when we broke up.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about what you found in Lee's office.
Well, Lee clearly has issues with Norman Osborn.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know yet. But his next move looks like it involves Devil's Breath. Whatever that is.
Yeah. I'll dig into it. So I was thinking,
Oh?
what if we teamed up?
Yes.
What, you want to be my sidekick? Like a spider girl? Spider woman?
No.
Woman.
Not a sidekick. A partner.
Oh. Not again.
Hey, it's your crime system thingy. Looks like a residential break-in.
That is really convenient to be able to
Sounds
just
familiar.
throw a phone into the air,
Oh,
knowing
that's
that Peter's
CFO.
going to catch it no matter what you do.
wait. You don't think this has anything to do with Lee, do you?
Sorry to cook and run.
Did you just leave your clothes on the kitchen floor?
Where do you want me to,
Just the couch is fine.
see you later?
Yeah.
Also notice that there's no screen on the window, so during the summertime, bugs can get in. But I suppose that's okay, because there's one particularly large bug who might want to come in. Yeah, level up.
Hey, it's me.
This curry is legit.
So what do we know about Charles Standish?
Ah, so you can at least make curry.
Chief Financial Officer at Oscorp, single, known for his art collection.
If Lee's after him, it's gotta be related to Devil's Breath.
I'll run a search on everything in that file.
Let me know the second you find something. I think Lee might be planning something even worse than City Hall.
So, are we partners now? Because it sure feels like we are.
Partners! Sounds good.
Okay. See ya, partner.
Also, does this mean that there's going to be a MJ sequence in which MJ also uses spider toys in order to fight crime. Because I'd be okay with that. Okay. Sounds like, somebody's up to no good. And it's been a while since I fought just regular bad guys. Actually, I don't even know who I'm throwing that at. Yeah, Spider-Man conveniently jumps out of the way.
There's probably more of them inside.
Oh, I think I might have accidentally cut off his dialogue. Whoops. And there's definitely more of them inside.
Somebody was in a hurry.
Spider-Man!
Who called for Spider-Man? Somebody said my name. Maybe this guy way over here?
You're hurt.
I'm okay. But you gotta find Mr. Standish, fast. Those guys in the masks kidnapped him and forced him up to his place. He lives in the penthouse, top floor.
Okay, sit tight. So glad you're here. I can't find my car. Could have sworn I parked on this level.
Alright, there we go. These guys, unfortunately, do not stand a chance. Must be so embarrassing to be hit by your own shield. And why is this pallet over here? What kind of parking lot just has a pallet right in the middle of nowhere? What are they loading up? And I thought I had, but I guess it was somebody else. In fact, there are a lot of pallets just kind of... just lying around. But no pallet jacks. It's a familiar story, I've got to say.
Wait, you guys
Oh
work here
no.
too? This building is serious about parking enforcement.
Let's... Alright, so he's done. He's done. There.
Good fight. A for effort.
They tried their best.
Elevator
And really,
won't work. They know I'm here. But maybe I can sneak up through the elevator shaft.
that's all that matters.
Should be able to make it up to the penthouse from here.
Oh, so I guess is there any danger in dealing with these guys? Or are these guys just chumps that have been placed there for me to shoot? Or to deal with, should I say. Like, can I just run past him? Does Spider-Man care? But I mean, I want all the bad guys arrested, so... And will that guy now be run over by the elevator?
Okay, almost there.
That is a convenient jump. Stay out of the light. Because now there are guys on both sides. Get. I'm trying to... Oh my god. To jump off the wall. But it appears that he cannot. He has lost that ability. And for some reason during this mission, he also cannot web sling to the other side. Which is slightly inconvenient. It's kind of like an artificial challenge. It limits the systems that it gives you to prevent you from having an easy time. But then again, it's not exactly like this sequence is that challenging. I'm more or less just kind of blazing my way through it anyway.
Careful.
Okay, so I can run. Another one of these?
Tall building.
Ah, screw it.
Firebombs? Seriously? Oh.
Of course, I decide to go all action-packed mode in the time when everything's exploding. Get on the... What do we have here? Some fancy area rugs?
Okay, now what?
And Standish himself.
Enter your password.
With his dumb-looking man bun.
He sounds nervous. Maybe I should take him out.
And then I'll knock you out. Then I think you should be... Nope. But you are safe. Which means now you should be safe. And there were a couple more bad guys.
Nap time.
And they're done.
Need to clear the room before I talk to Standish.
Oh, nope, there's two more.
Sleep it off.
Oh, they got reinforcements. And there should be one more? Or am I done? Yep, there's one. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be honest. That one looks better broken.
Death by modern art.
Okay, all clear. Hope Standish is all right.
Oh. Ah, the demon swordsman. Ah.
And that piece probably could have paid off my student loans.
So I probably should focus on the other bad guys first, but I've already defeated them all anyway, so
Let's try this again.
no need to make a complicated plan, and you've already won.
What were they after?
Just financial records.
About Devil's Breath?
How do you know about that?
Why do they want it?
I don't even know what it is. Mr. Osborn's been pouring money into it for years, but he keeps the whole project a secret. I'm the only one who has any record of it.
Not anymore. Looks like they copied some records to a secure server. Payroll information. On a Dr. Isaac Delaney. Who is he?
I honestly don't know.
Down!
Oh. Nothing like some sweet Spider-Man spins to save the day.
Come on, come on!
Wait, the elevator!
Yeah.
Hold on! Almost got him!
Alright. Yeah, just like you almost got Gwen Stacy.
Try to fall slower! Gotcha! You okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. Good. You know,
Except,
this elevator
I no
shows
longer
up.
have pants. I only have shit. It has formed the shape of pants.
Hey, Yuri.
What were those explosions in the
Yeah,
background just
I
there?
didn't get much out of Standish. Hey, Yuri.
You okay?
Yeah, but I didn't get much out of Standish before these Sable guys stepped in and told me to back off. What's the deal?
I get the sense all they care about is keeping him quiet.
Because he knows about Devil's Breath.
Right. Whatever the hell that is.
I'm working on that. I think I just got a lead.
A lead? You sound like a cop.
Don't you mean...
Spider Cop. And then she hangs up.
Yuri? That's fair.
Peter, what happened with Standish?
He's safe.
Okay, good. And the demons?
They were looking for a name. You got a pen?
Yeah, go.
Dr. Isaac Delaney.
Okay. Who is he? What's his deal?
I was hoping you could tell me.
I'm on it. Just give me a few. Oh, and before I forget, you left that tracker from Tombstones at my place. I'll drop it at Dr. Octavius's lab. Let you know what I find on Delaney.
Ooh, a new side mission. Unfortunately, that'll have to wait for another time. Thank you for watching. If you've still got the itch for more content, why not give one of those links a try? Got some questions or comments? You can comment down below or send it on over to itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. That's itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. In the meantime, so long, folks.